can't believe I'm not in my damn senior year yet. What should I do? Alright. I got a great idea. I'm going to sneak into my senior year without the principals knowing. Ha 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 ha. Alright. The coast is clear. Victoria is in Mr. Harris's classroom and he is the 12th grade math teacher. Mrs. Nieli Figueroa will be better than Mrs. Amber and Mrs. Brown as well as Mr. Harris.
Travis, I thought you was repeating junior year. How did you get here?
Well, Mr. Witherspoon letted me enter the 12th grade. So I'm now here.
Okay. I hope we don't regret letting you stay in my class. Anyways, we're gonna watch a video of some math problems.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. I'm now a senior and I won't have to deal with Mrs. Brown or Mrs. Amber no more. I can graduate next year and not having to deal with that crybaby Jessica Slider that she was on Halloween.
Hey. You're supposed to be a junior again for failing it last year. When I said to your first period teacher Mrs. Brown, your second period teacher Mrs. Alvarez, and your co-teacher Mrs. Amber. I know Nozlark very well because I used to be his girlfriend before he attended VHS back in March. I broke up with him in November 2021. I know you very well because my former boyfriend told me all about you. You are also supposed to be at next class, which is Mrs. Michaels.
Screw them damn classes. Class is over for me for good, so deal with it. I hope you get back with Nozlark because he stole Victoria away from me.
No. Victoria is not dating you because you keep stalking and harassing her, you use the N-word too much, you formed the gangster club, and you're supposed to repeat the 11th grade for failing it last year. Not sneak into the 12th grade. Now I'm telling Principal Witherspoon that you snuck into the 12th grade.
There's no need to Diamond. Principal Witherspoon already knows.
I don't care. You niggas can't tell me what to do. I can go into the 12th grade if I want, and you're not entitled to it. So God the hell out of my goddamn business, you entitled niggas.
Hey! But you don't call a white person including me the N-word because it's racist. Now come with me to Mr. Witherspoon's office. You're going to be in big trouble when we get there.
Diamond. I swear to God if you don't reunite with Miss Lark, I will beat the crap out of you and Miss Lark ND. I don't care how painful it is. And Mr. Witherspoon would give me nothing but respect.
Excuse me, Travis. Stop acting entitled because it's not happening. Here we have a special guest, which is Travis Collins Jason. He snuck into the 12th grade and skipped his first, second, third, and fourth period teacher. Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Alvarez, Mrs. Michaels, and Mrs. Carbone. He used the N-word at me and Diamond Gaiter and threatened her to reunite with Miss Lark. I told Mrs. Figueroa and Mr. Harris that this is false, that you changed your mind and let him enter his senior year.
Thank you so much, Julia. Now let's suspend and discipline Travis. Really, Travis? I can't believe you snuck into the 12th grade and used the N-word at Diamond Gaiter and Mrs. Julia Atkinson. You know you failed junior year last year and you're supposed to repeat it again. It also violates the school policy to sneak from your current grade to a different one. That's it. You are suspended until after Thanksgiving break.
And before you go home, you have detention for the rest of the day. I will let Mrs. Blanco, Mrs. Howard, Mr. Marquez, Mrs. Schender, and Mrs. Booker know about this, as well as Mrs. Michaels, Mrs. Alvarez, Mrs. Kerdor, Mrs. Amber, and Mrs. Brown. Take this detention slip and go there right now. Now go. Go, go, go.
Wow.
Travis. Are you freaking serious people right now? I can't believe you snuck into the 12th grade when you're supposed to repeat your junior year for failing it last year.
We also saw the dark truth about you. You are now acting like the rubber bandits.
I also cannot believe you used the N-word at your own principal Mrs. Atkinson and even my friend Diamond Gaiter, which is Noselark's former girlfriend. When you're ever gonna learn?
When your ass ever gonna learn to stop causing trouble? That's the point. You need to go to a mental hospital. You're 17 about to be 18 years old and you're still acting like a damn 5-year-old.
You're getting sick through your hard-headed self. That's it, you're grounded for 2 weeks with no computer, no iPad, no phone, no entertainment, no hanging out, no nothing.
And while you're grounded, you will be eating absolutely nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, but lumpy potatoes, gruel, raw meat, raw vegetables, raw eggs, grits, cream of wheat, and meat slop for every single meal including snack and dessert. Now go upstairs to your room and wait for us to give you your bell pooping. And how many times do we have to say this? Quit crying like a motor car or we will turn you into one, and have you given away as a prize and sold at one of Vance's game shows.